everybody, Omar Mason here at DDay 2013. Here with K-Dog. He ran the 468. Didn't have too much time to run with it. He's basically running around like a madman here, doing all kinds of stuff. But tell us a little about at least the limited experience that you had with it,
right?
And what you saw.
Like Omar said, being a commander of a small unit with the 1st Infantry Division here at Oklahoma DDay, I didn't have a lot of time to necessarily play with it as much as I like. But in my experience, if you follow the instructions that are given by the staff and how to operate the marker correctly, such as making sure you insert the mag correctly, checking in the viewport, make sure the ball has been loaded correctly, cocking all the way back, making sure that the right regulator is in the right place. Those simple things, I know the game gets frustrating, but if you check those simple things, my limited experience, I didn't have very many operational issues. The only issue I did have, which may be only with this particular marker that I used during the week, was the air tank. Only about 20 or 40 shots. There was some small air tank, and I talked to Omar. They're definitely going to take a look at it, and it might, it could be anything such as simple as, a tank O-ring, but I didn't have the experience to check that. The rail setup allows me to do anything I want to with the marker, and with more time, I can get those things sighted in for me that work great for me. Also, not always the best marker for every situation, but depending on how you want to play in the fields and events you're playing, it might be a good option. For me, trying to take Omaha Beach, overwhelming firepower is a better option, so I'll definitely be looking at some other options. But my experience has been pretty good so far, and hoping to get some more time with it to really pick it apart and see how it works.
Perfect. Again, well, it is raining out here, and status of the paint for MagFed also, I'm sure actually for anything, hopper or anything else. I mean, this really ruins it a lot for everything else, so mags have to be opened up, cleaned after this happens, of course. But even despite that, I went ahead and looked at the chamber as soon as this came in, and I mean, I don't see a single chop in there. So the Lok-Bolt did its job. It might have prevented you from firing.
I
flick, but at least you have a clean barrel, you have a clean chamber. So Lok-Bolt's really doing its job. I mean, it is the first mechanical set of eyes, I think, in paintball history. I mean, others have done great stuff with electronics, but do you see that as a good thing coming for the future? I mean, something that can be worked on.
Like I said, I would have to get some more time to play with it. Anytime I ran out, it did lock, it didn't fire, so I had to reload and cock back. Almost in a similar fashion to an AR, having the bolt locking to the rear when you run out of rounds. So as far as it not chopping and having paint issues, I only had that a couple times. Like I said, limited firing. Right. Didn't actually get a chance to try and fire a mag with wet paint in it because it was just, I wouldn't even think about trying it.
That would be.
But more time would allow me to really see how that system works. I think it's really unique. From what I can tell, it's not overly complicated. From a player standpoint, but like I said, I have to dig into it and get some more time with it.
All right, K-Dog, we'll give you more time on this and give us some feedback, and let ourselves know so we can improve the product. After all, we're just trying to make a great training system for the military, and also we hope that it spills over to military paintball as much as possible.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for giving me a try, and looking forward to get some more time with it at some point.
Thank you very much.